Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second season of Tell Me Dad. In this season, we will be asking my dad all questions that we have about life. These can be questions about career, personal development, or relationships, or whatever we can think of. So if you're interested in what my dad has to share this time, then stay tuned. Hey, Dad.
Hey, son, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Not too bad at all. It's getting pretty cold here in Germany, but we are still lucky, We don't have that much snow, a little bit, maybe half an inch of snow, but it's cold, It's cold, it's freezing, and I just don't like that. I
Yeah.
just don't. I just like places like Madeira or Florida or something like that. I hate this cold. But anyway, in a couple of months, I guess in 3 4 months, the temperatures are getting up again, at least above 15 centigrade. This is so the 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 temperature that I need to have.
Yeah.
15 degree
Yeah.
to feel kind of comfortable. The rest I can compensate with clothes. But here
Yeah.
with this with this temperature here now, it's below zero. Uh, uh, the clothes that it doesn't really make a big difference. It's just cold. But anyway, so
Same here in
but
Ireland. Ice cold,
yeah,
freezing.
is that right?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh boy. Well, I talked to your mom regarding the trip that you gave us for Christmas, Vienna,
Yeah.
and we discovered already a couple of places that we want to go, and
Oh, very good.
it's just something that we are really looking forward to. Thanks again.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, what are you up to today?
So, new year, new questions. And
Yeah, no questions.
yeah, the first question I have for you is very simple. What are your plans for the new year?
What are
What are
my
your goals
plans
as well?
for the new? Um, it's actually not such a very complicated question. It's kind of simple. Um, First of all, I will do my utmost to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I follow all the recommendations of my doctors. As long as I do that, I learned that. As long as I do that, um, I feel good, and it's just great. The other thing is, I um, I gotta lose some weight. I mean, well, I'm I'm not
Especially after
overweight.
Christmas.
Yeah, well, I gained about 5 pounds
Yeah.
over the Christmas holidays, but I don't regret one of them.
Yeah.
It was just great. Good food and good times and good wine. And well, this is a time of the year where you have to enjoy that.
Yeah.
So 1st of January or 2nd of January is a time where you can reduce the amount of food and also the kind of food. And so now we go a little bit more into vegetable and I don't have to have my 2 glasses of wine every night. For the next 3 weeks until we go to Vienna, I stick with water so far, and
Yeah.
then my goal is till Vienna, I have to lose at least 5 6 pounds, but
Okay. Oh,
it
wow.
goes well, you don't even need to starve yourself to death.
Yeah.
It just reduce a little bit the amount of food. The first 3 4 days, it's it doesn't feel that well, but after that, it's not a big deal. So the 5 pounds, I don't think that that's a big issue. So uh, that was my goal regarding health and weight. But what I definitely like to do is I like to travel a little bit more with your mom. This is something that I have not really done in the past
Yeah.
because one handicap was the dog.
Sure.
That was always difficult, to find someone that could take care of the dog. And when you came back after 2 weeks, the dog needed about another 2 weeks, to get used to you again, and it was you could actually feel that the dog was so unhappy, and so. Um, on the other hand, the our house, our backyard, this is so beautiful, and put up the barbecue and have a good time in the backyard. It's also good, but this type of entertainment was good for other people in most cases. They
Yeah.
enjoyed, in quotation marks, my barbecue,
Yeah.
and I don't even remember that we ever have received an invitation back. So I'm gonna cut that down drastically, definitely. So more time for your mom and for me. We start with Vienna in 3 weeks,
Yep.
and in February we're gonna come to Dublin again. And since we know the city a little bit already, um, we know our way, in quotation marks. We know our way around. There are thousands of places that we haven't seen, but there are so many things that we want to see now.
Yep.
So we picked a nice hotel, the Morrison Hotel, 5-star hotel, real nice. And by the way, they have a beautiful restaurant, the Morrison
Yep.
Grill, very famous for their steaks. And so this is what we're going to do in February during the carnival season here in Germany, because it's not really my kind of thing, carnival season. I mean, in the old days, you went to a pub and you had a few beers, and all of a sudden, the people around you, they became your best friends, and
Yeah.
and later the night, the more drunk they got, and well, it's just not my thing, So we kind of uh, get out here and spend this time in Dublin. And well, I must say the time in Vienna, it's actually your mom's birthday,
Yep.
So
Right.
I still have to think about how to surprise her a little bit. I was thinking about maybe when we have dinner at the hotel, they have a beautiful restaurant that I give the concierge
Oh,
a
very
little
good.
book,
Yeah.
and tell him, listen here, the lady has
Yeah.
her birthday today, and maybe
Yeah.
there is a little something that you can do to surprise her. Well, she always says, "Please don't do that. It's terrible." And so, but I know that she enjoys it.
Yeah.
So
Very good.
this is something that I gonna do. And so for the middle of next year, I would like to go for 2 weeks um, to Madeira again. Your mom likes to also spend a few days on at the swimming pools, on the poolside. Um, and to do that, you need temperatures around
Sure.
24, 25 degrees, So to go there in May or June, it doesn't really make sense. And to go there in October, November, it doesn't really make sense. So we have to go probably July, August
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. And then now the highlight is coming. Then, beginning of December, your mom and we are married 25 years.
Yep.
A lot of people, I still remember when we got married, a lot of people, they were even betting that we wouldn't make it so far. Know?
Really?
So
Why?
yeah, no, no. Well, I don't know. Well, because I'm 14 years older than your mom, But I look 10 years younger, That
Yeah.
that compensates a little bit. So maybe it was that, or because I started this company that became very very successful, and maybe a lot of people thought that, well, Willie, since he really has this company now, and he's probably looking for an even younger girl, younger lady,
Yeah.
But they were deadly wrong, because um, your mom and you were the best that ever happened in my life, you know. So there was no risk whatsoever that this marriage would break apart. Um, and so I was thinking of maybe go for a week or 10 days to Bangkok.
Nice.
Well, yeah, you know Bangkok. I know the city very well, very very well. Because when I started the service company in Thailand, well, it was not really in Bangkok. It was about 2 hours driving south of Bangkok in Maptaput, and which is a nice little city, you know. It's so. I was thinking about going for 10 days to Bangkok, staying in Bangkok at a very nice hotel. They have great hotels, you know, just beautiful. I mean, um, my first choice would be again the Regent Hotel, which is now a Four Seasons hotel. They belong to the Four Seasons group. You know, the people that own hotels, you know, they get fewer and fewer. You know,
Yeah.
so there are these big groups. These groups, like the Pestana Group or Savoy Group, or like here the Four Seasons Group, and but this is a nice hotel, but also the Orient, the old original Oriental Hotel in Bangkok. You know, I know this hotel from. I mean, I was there for an afternoon tea once, and I know it from a lot of movies that I have seen. And it is a beautiful. It is an old hotel. It's an old hotel. Yeah, but a beautiful hotel with a lot of charm. And I will check into that. Maybe they have kind of specials available, because the regular rates that they have, they are. Oh, you
Yeah.
can afford that, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe there is a chance to combine the flights with the hotel, you know, as a package. You always get a better deal, you know, especially when you go with Singapore Air, not with Singapore, with
Thai.
Thailand, with Thai
Yeah.
Air. You know. So it's a great airline, great service, and the packages Thai Air and these hotels in Bangkok, they're always sponsored, you know, by the government. And so we'll see, you know. I mean, the city has probably changed a lot, but still the flair, the atmosphere, Thai food. I like Thai food. You know, it's great. You know, so I think we're gonna spoil ourselves and celebrate our 25th anniversary in Bangkok. Um, if we stay healthy, you know, this is
Sure.
always the main point. You know. So. So I'm looking forward to this year. I'm probably going to travel more this year than I have done over the last 5 6 years. You
Yeah,
know,
very good.
but I kind of need that. You know, this just enjoying your time.
Yeah.
This is something that I have kind of missed over the past couple of years, because I was always doing something, whether it was for myself or most of the time for other people, because they needed help here, help there. And since I cut that down a little bit, I noticed that these other people, uh, they get the job done anyway. They don't really need, really, you know, but it was so
Yeah.
comfortable, you know. And so I'm gonna stay on that road, and going to enjoy life a little bit more. This is very important, and your mom deserves it also. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if you know, you never know how life goes. Maybe at that time you're gonna be available, and we're gonna meet in Bangkok.
Maybe you never know what
Hey,
happens.
well, never know what happens, you
Yeah.
know.
Pretty sure there are
So
direct flights.
yes, yeah, definitely. I think there are direct flights from definitely from Dublin
Yeah.
to Bangkok. I'm absolutely sure, you know. And the prices are not that high. If you go with a package, it's reasonable.
Yep.
Well, not cheap. Um, there are charter airlines that fly for like 500 euros. But I think a little bit of service we gotta have.
Sure.
And Thai Airways is an excellent airline. And you can collect bonus miles also. I mean, you are now a big collector of bonus
Sure.
points. And I read your mail that you sent. You bought a ticket to come Eastern to Germany for 23
23
euros.
euros. Yeah. Because of my miles. Yeah.
Using your miles. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, it's if that's available,
Sure.
why shouldn't you use it?
Yeah.
So. All right. So these are my travel plans
Hmm.
for the year. My my other plans are I gonna definitely try a little bit harder to sell this second piece of land that we
Sure.
have, because it is a burden. It is a burden. Um, uh, I just want to get rid of it. Today we had people here again that were interested, and you see, I have sometimes the feeling that these people just want to kill some time. They come and they don't have any real specific question. And after about half an hour, you can actually sense that they haven't even talked to a contractor, or they haven't even created a financial plan. They just want to buy a house, and they are looking for a piece of land. But uh, all the details about our land that we have to sell, you can see them in the internet. The
Yeah.
pricing, the square meters, how you can build on that piece of land. It's all there. So they don't really need to steal my time.
When we talk about the year again, a few episodes ago you mentioned that one of the things you haven't done yet in life is your pilot license. Um,
Yeah.
Not only regarding that, but in general, are you planning anything you haven't done during the year in life?
Am I planning anything I haven't done? Oh, well, I have done a lot in my life.
You
But you
have?
see, when I decided to make a pilot license, the first time I decided to do that, that was at an air show in Harrisburg in the United States.
That's a
And
while ago.
yeah, it's quite a while ago. I was flying with a Piper, I think a Piper 180, and I was sitting on the co-pilot seat, and the young fellow that was flying that airplane, he was a great person, a great person to talk to, and just that feeling, to fly an airplane,
Yeah.
that was quite a challenge, to well, that would have been quite a challenge, to make that pilot license, especially because in the United States it is much easier than here in Germany. And in Germany, when you have a pilot license, you have to fly so many hours per year to keep your
Yep.
pilot license. So I think, and if I tell your mom that I'm going to make a pilot license, she would probably call the doctor. So
Yeah.
the pilot license, I think, is out. So what I what I gonna do instead, I have people fly me,
Yeah.
to different places in this world. And another thing I was actually thinking about was to get a sailing license,
Yeah.
which is also very, very challenging. And a lot of
Sure.
friends of mine, they had a license. By the way, in the United States, it was not necessary. When I did sailing with my friends on Lake St. Clair, near Detroit, uh, well, the one guy, he had a 30-foot sailboat, beautiful sailboat, and we did sailing every 2 weeks. It was just great, and no one ever asked us for sailing license. Here in Germany, you have to spend a lot of time. It's like going back to school.
Yep,
It's quite
it is.
quite a bit that you have to learn and that you have to pick up. So, sailing license is probably also out. Another thing that I wanted always to do when I was in Germany here was start playing golf again.
Yeah,
We
right.
have this beautiful golf course about 500 yards away from our house here, and uh, but you see, playing golf in Germany is different than playing golf in the United States. United States, you get your what is the name? Not green card. You pay a green fee
Yeah,
and you get a license. You have to make basic course. You have to um, in Germany they call that Platzreife.
yeah,
You have to
yeah,
get you have to prove the capability that you don't destroy
yeah,
their golf court. So um, I was there like 15, 16 years ago, and I talked to the people, and you see the people at that golf course. Uh, well, it was not really my kind of people. I
yeah,
mean, okay, at that time I was a few years younger. I had the feeling that most of the people that just went there to belong to the golf club, they were sitting there, they had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of wine,
yeah,
and it was not really like in the United States, when 4 or 5 guys said, "Hey, tomorrow morning, we're gonna hit some balls, 9 holes or 18 holes. Come on, let's go.
yeah,
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we're gonna meet."
yeah,
Um, and then you just went there and you had a lot of fun. You did your 2 hour session on the golf course. It was just great. It was different, and it was not as expensive as it is in Germany. Okay, right now in Germany, the prices they get well a bit more down now, but at that time, 15 years or 20 years ago, when my intention was to join that golf club, it was very, very. It would have cost me the first year, including set of golf clubs and clothes and you had to have an admission fee and yearly fee and a fee here, fee there.
yeah,
It would have cost me the first year about 5 to 6,000 euros, and after that about 2,000 euros a year. And yeah, okay, it's not this huge amount of money, but I think when you do something like that, at least you have to like the people that
yeah. Sure, absolutely. Yeah,
that are there.
yeah,
So anyway, and then I mean, the first thing they say, well, have you any experience? And whoa, United States, yeah, but the card that you have from the United States, it's not valid here in Germany. This is a private golf club. You have to take 20 hours with our pro that we have
yeah,
here because they have to feed them with hours. So I mean, that was all kind of well, these guys, they knew how to make cash, to create cash. So I was not really in that game, so I skipped that, and then I started. I asked for a membership at the tennis club. We have one here in Wakeberg, as you know.
yep,
But I mean, you can join this tennis club, but that doesn't mean that you ever play tennis there because it's
yeah.
always occupied,
I wouldn't
and
go for the one in Wakeback though, because yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
it's
well, but there are some others here
yeah,
available in Akelen's, but it's always the same thing,
yeah,
It's they are also loaded, and what we have here in Wakeberg is a what is it called, a tennis parlor, a big
yeah,
tennis parlor. You just book 1 hour or 2 hours, and you go there and you play tennis, and that's it. So
yeah.
this is probably better than being a member of a tennis club. So, what else? What else
I mean,
would I
regarding
do?
flying, probably you could go to an air
To
show if it's around in summer. And if you take a flight with one of the pilots, usually that they let you fly a bit, once you're in the air,
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know, I know, I
fly a
know.
few turns.
Uh, I mean, an air show is definitely on my to-do list for this year. There is one in summer in near Aachen.
Yep.
There is a small airport. I was there once with you, remember?
Yeah, sure.
And that was the one. They let you fly that airplane, remember? I
Yeah,
think
sure.
that was that or wasn't it that air show? I think it was that air show.
Yeah, well, we went to several ones. I flew several planes
Yeah,
along
yeah,
the
that's
years. Yeah. But I think there as well,
that
yeah.
is yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was when I
uh,
flew the Cessna and you were in the back.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
sweating like hell.
Because the second time I flew, it was a light airplane.
Yeah.
It only had two seats, so I was flying,
Oh,
but you
yeah,
were
yeah,
still
yeah,
on the
I know, I
ground.
know. I still have photos of that airplane
Yeah, yeah,
when you were getting in there, and when you kind of scared me because I was expecting you to be back in like 25 minutes,
yeah,
and you guys came back in more than 1 hour, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah. I had great
I
fun with
had
the pilot. Yeah,
I had panic, you know.
yeah,
But anyway, that was so. Otherwise, I think people are always trying to talk me into doing a sea cruise.
yeah,
But just a few days ago, Jessica, that you know,
yeah,
just she tried to, hey, you gotta do that. You know, it's the best you can do, and
yeah.
you can eat the whole day. And I said, you see, that is one reason why I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. I mean,
And
look, you have never done it. You could try it, I guess.
yeah, but you see, this is also a reason why I didn't do that license for sailing.
You get seasick.
Um, I get seasick. I have taken pills.
Yeah,
I have. It's just impossible to kind of get that out of my mind. You know, the moment I put a foot on a sailboat or on any boat, and I
yeah,
kind of feel this moving,
yeah.
uh,
I mean,
you
I
know,
guess on those big boats, you don't feel a lot. That would be my guess.
yeah, but you
It's
feel it
like, look,
anyway.
if you fly a light airplane, of course, the lightest of winds you feel. If you fly in
Yeah,
an A380, you don't feel
yeah,
anything. So
yeah. But in an airplane, you
yeah,
see the horizon.
yeah,
But in and sailboat, for 2 3 hours,
yeah,
like I did on Lake St. Clair in the United States, for 2 3 hours, I have no problems whatsoever as long as I stay on board. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
outside the cabin. The
yeah,
second I go into the cabin, it takes like less than a minute, and I feel so bad. You know, so
yeah,
it's the moment I don't lose eye contact to the horizon. You
yeah,
know, that is always bad. And these big ships, you know, I have been talking to a lot of people that build ships
yeah,
because these
yeah,
shipyards were customers. And I was helping them with some machining problems they had with manufacturing these. They call them fins.
yeah,
Fins like with fish, you know, the
yeah.
fins,
Sure.
and they are actually installed in the body of the boat. And when it gets heavy sea, then they kind of move them, they swing them out, and the ship stabilizes. They can actually even rotate them, you know.
Yeah,
So it is a very, very sophisticated technical feature. And well, it's like an airplane, you know,
yeah,
the trimming mechanism
yeah,
on an airplane, you know. So um, they said, well, it's gonna help a lot, but it's not gonna eliminate. Not
yeah,
gonna eliminate. And
yeah,
when last week, when Jessica told me that, well, we didn't have any problems with the sea, you know, it was pretty stable,
yeah.
and only at night a little bit, you know. Boy, it's
Okay.
just
Yeah.
by listening to that, you know, I get seasick. You know, unbelievable. So no. So this is also out. So I concentrate on traveling. I concentrate on that is something that I gotta do in April. Uh, when I gonna pick you up from the airport in
Yeah.
Düsseldorf in April, I gonna pick you up with our nice little Porsche 964.
Yep.
But I mean, it looks nice, but I still have to kind of polish it up a little bit. Inside the leather seats, they have to need a kind of treatment with a special. It's kind of a grease, that you have to apply, and I have to clean it. In very detail. I gonna crawl into the last little corner of that
Yeah.
car. So this is something that I definitely gonna do. It's probably gonna take me a whole day to do it, but then it is so refreshing when it's a beautiful day and you open the car, the top, the soft top, and turn it into a convertible, and you just enjoy this light breeze, when you go with that car.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's a feeling that you just don't have when you drive one of these new cars.
Yeah.
And the sound of that engine, and the way this car rides, it's unbelievable. And then I mean, the house that we have and the backyard and the land, and I mean, it's so beautiful. And I don't have my dear son Paul right here, so
Yep.
I gotta do that. I gotta do all that work by myself, which I enjoy. To be quite honest, I enjoy that. I like to do work in the backyard, and I have some ideas that I gonna realize. So um, we'll see. I mean, and your mom keeps me busy. Believe me, she always says something that, I mean, you should take a look at that.
Yeah.
What would you do to improve this? And then. I mean, a little something turns into a big project.
Yeah. Of course.
Remember this project in our kitchen when we
Yeah.
almost tear down half the wall and
Yep.
put tiles on, and oh God, oh,
Yeah,
great.
that was rough.
Anyway,
That was
but it
really
but it
rough.
looks great. It
Yeah.
looks great. There is no company in this world that could have done a better job. It looks
Nope.
looks really good. But anyway, so a few of these little mom projects are definitely coming up in the backyard and travel. So I'm quite sure that 2026 is going to be a year where I am busy, very busy,
Yeah.
and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, and uh, the next couple of months when we do this traveling to Vienna and to Dublin again and to Madeira. This is also something that I'm looking forward to, because even though I have seen a lot of this world, but the things that I have seen, they are so far away.
Yeah.
The things that are nearby or in Europe, So there is so much that I still have to see, So I'm going to concentrate on that a little bit, and you'll see that keeps me young
That's good.
and busy, and so and then I just take things the way they are, and or the way they come, and first of all, I look forward to Vienna and to Dublin in February, and maybe we can do a little tour in February, and you can show me a little bit more about Dublin. It is a kind of a very fascinating town. It's a
Yeah.
town that's so different to other cities. It's It doesn't have a metro, and still people they get from A to B
Yeah.
without big problems, and no, or almost no private cars.
Yep.
It's kind of strange, but anyway,
Somehow we make it work. Yeah.
you make it work. But what I really notice is it is a very expensive town.
Yeah.
So when it comes to renting a place, the place that you have and the money that you pay for that place, oops, that
That's yeah.
is. I mean, for that money per month, you could pay a house
Yeah.
easily here in Germany.
Yeah.
So that is that is a lot of money. And okay, the food is it depends on if you go into first class restaurants, they're about the same as here,
Sure.
but also the standard food that you have in Dublin is kind of expensive. When we went to this Hard Rock Cafe, this is not really a five-star temple,
Yeah.
even though it is in the temple district.
Yeah. Yeah.
But uh, the food that we had was kind of down earth finger
Yeah.
food, and the money we paid was pretty heavy. So, but anyway,
That's Dublin.
if you want to live in Dublin, you gotta pay the
Yeah.
price.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Well, it's the way it is. But important is that you feel comfortable and that you like the job that you have.
Yeah.
That for me, whether it was in the United States or in Brazil, or the few months in Thailand, in India, it was always the job.
Yeah.
The job that made my stay enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's the job and the good place to stay, of course. Well, so your life in Dublin is going to be probably more expensive, not more expensive, but
Well, as well, more expensive. Yeah.
more exciting than my life here. Um, but anyway, um, I think the way time goes on, we're going to have a lot to talk about. And maybe next time, the question that you have next time, I can dig a little bit more in the past.
Yeah.
You
Something
never
just came
know.
to me actually, but you'll
Is
see. You'll
it?
see next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, son. I would say enjoy your evening,
And you?
and tomorrow it's gonna be hard work again.
Exactly.
Somehow you have to earn that money.
Yep.
So say hello to your colleagues. Say hello to your buddy there,
Yep.
and take care of your knee. This is
Yeah, but
very
it's
important.
almost healed.
Yeah, almost. You know
Yeah.
that your, I don't know, is it your cousin or is it Jessica? Is it your cousin? More or
Uh,
less,
it's
let's
it's
say.
it's mom's cousin. Yeah.
Mom's cousin, mom's
So yeah,
cousin,
I have
yeah.
no idea what. Yeah.
Yeah, she fell down
Yeah.
because it was so slippery, and she hurt her leg and her hand, and terrible. And she doesn't want to go to a hospital.
Yeah, you should get it checked out. But I did. So, and I do my
Yeah, this is,
exercises, my physio.
yeah,
So
this is important. And she called mom just a few hours ago, and she said, "Well, now I cannot move my hand or my
okay.
fingers."
Yeah.
This is a hey alarm
Yeah.
sign, red
Yeah.
flag. Go to the hospital,
Go to
get
a
an
hospital.
X-ray.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's her finger and her life, and if she
Yeah.
doesn't want to listen, what can you do? Anyway, so take care,
You
all the
too.
best, and I talk to you probably next week.
Talk to you next week.
Okay, take care, son.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye bye.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode. If you're interested in what my dad has to share next time, then make sure to tune in again next week. And if you have any questions that you want my dad to answer, then please feel free to send them to us. Hope to see you next week. Bye bye.